Hi, this is Andy Bryce of Easy Data Transform, and I'm going to show you how you can profile your data. Profiling is where we inspect the data to see what sort of shape it's in. For example, are there outliers or missing values? Let's start with the famous Titanic dataset. Here we can see the data. To profile a column, we can double-click on it or use the tool button. Let's start with the passenger ID. On the left side of the column values window we can see the most frequent values. On the right side we can see various metrics. For an ID column we would expect no duplicates, and we can see that here. We can click on the right arrow to inspect the next column. Here we can see who's survived. And we can see the proportions and percentages at a glance on the left hand side. Let's look at the age. A couple of values are highlighted in red. We might want to pay particular attention to those. There are 177 empty values. We might want to use the impute transform to fill them in, or the filter transform to remove those rows. We can also see that some of the age values are not whole numbers. This could be an issue. We can hover over the cell to see some example values. And we can check the minimum and maximum ages for outliers. Let's check include statistics to see more detailed statistics. Now we can see the average, median, mode, quartiles and other additional information. Let's look at a different data set. This is some real data from early in the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's look at the dates. We can check these are valid dates by checking the Include Dates box. Here we can see all the values are valid dates. It checks them against all the supported date formats in Preferences. Because of all the different date formats supported, profiling dates can be a little bit slow for large data sets. However, we can sample the data to speed things up. But the current amount of rows is no problem. Let's look at the COVID cases. Here we can see there's a small number of negative values. We can hover over them to see examples. -9 cases doesn't sound right, so that's something we might need to investigate. Let's have a look through the other columns. So there's some empty values in the country territory code and then in the population data, so that's something else we might want to check. If we want to output this information, for example to put it in a report, we can use the summary transform. So here we have much the same information, and let's output it to an Excel file. And look at the Excel file. We can change the formatting here. Easy Data Transform is available for Windows and Mac. You can download a fully functional free trial from our website. It only takes a few seconds and you don't even have to give us your email address.